Good morning, I think. Just wanted to show another deck from the 2017 to-do pile. This is called The Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. And yes, she's very prolific. It's a Hay House deck, I believe, so okay packaging. That is the moon card on the box cover. Pretty close looking. Yeah, I think it's the same, about. Something different right in this area and right there, but other than that it's about the same. That's the box, and without flipping through all the pages, I believe this was 2017, and here's the Hermit card. Always look to the Hermit card. I can identify with that different points in time, but it says Hermit, timeout. Sometimes it's necessary to take time out for regrouping and introspection. This is a temporary experience, but one necessary for my growth. When I step back, retreat, regroup, and renew, I have a clear perspective on everything in my life. Maybe. I do like that she says on page, I don't know what that is, Roman numerals, on page whatever, it says, don't be too rigid or, quote, by the book, unquote, in your interpretation. Honor your individual wisdom from within as you open yourself to its messages. She's referring to the deck, the cards, and that's a good thing to keep in mind, especially if you're just starting out, or in my case, if you're starting out with decks that aren't Rider-Waite-Smith, which is what the past year has been, exploring the world out there. But here is the Fool card. I think that's showing up. These have a nice color to them. I'm not sure how to describe it. That's what the backs look like, and I believe, just glancing, I could tell up from down, or reversed, if that matters to you, just based on the lighting. And it's not my lighting, that's the lighting on the card. My lighting is just outdoor lights. So there's the three rows of the majors, major arcana, the trumps, whatever you want to call them. And I'll let you look at that for a little bit, and then I'll put the Fool card in there. These are big. Let's see, if you do centimeters, that's 9 by almost 13. If you do inches, they are 3.5, which is kind of typical, by 5. But they're just a handful if you were working with it on a daily basis. But I'm more of a poker size person anyway, so there's that. I'll bring in the first suit. These are a little hard to do because when I first started, most of my cards were low scarabeo, which fits perfectly on these boards that I made, but some of the later cards got wider and bigger and wider and bigger, and they just don't fit too well. I probably need a cloth to keep one layer away from the other, but that's okay. The suit is called Earth. And I keep seeing this deck pop up recently. I don't know why. I don't know what's triggered that, but I don't exactly follow. I'm not a tarot insider. I'm more of a tarot outsider. I like the seahorse there. I can identify with if that's the father seahorse. Has to do all the protection for the kids. I think they typically inhale them, like swallow them and then spit them back out when things get safe again. I did not do that. So that was water, suit of water. Here comes the suit of fire. This seems to be an increasing thing where the suits are no longer, you know, playing card like. They're more elemental. Wow, I look over at the monitor, that really looks cool. The colors, I mean, I don't mean faces and shapes necessarily, but just how it's colored. Kind of dreamy, fairy-like and dreamy. Here come air, which I thought was water for a second there, again. But no, it's air. Hopefully that's fitting and good enough. I have the corners kind of covered. If you look at some of the cards, on certain cards it looks like they're chipping, but it's not. There's this varying border. See that? You think, well, is it already coming apart? No, that's just a border. So that's a little different. I don't know that I've seen that before. So this is a pretty nice deck. So this was a quick show of the Good Tarot by baron-reid. If only I had a cool name like that. So with that, I will say peace.